Welcome back to my Financial Freedom channel. I'm Yvonne Davis, and today is Wednesday, July 22nd, 2020. So I'm going to be starting a series of videos which are financial freedom affirmation videos. And sometimes I might use the phrase financial freedom or financial independence or talk about retiring early. In fact, there's a concept called FIRE, F-I-R-E, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. So those are the kinds of topics that I will be exploring in this series of affirmations. So the first affirmation I want to do on financial freedom is to say, I can achieve financial freedom and retire early. So what I want you to do with this affirmation is to really work with that in your mind. And you can do various things with it. You can repeat it verbally or just in your mind as an affirmation, or you can write it down. And what you want to do with these kinds of affirmations is, if for some reason it's not ringing true for you, then you can modify it until you reach the point where you can say, yes, this rings true for me. So as an example, if you hear the affirmation and you repeat it to yourself, I can achieve financial freedom and retire early. And if for some reason that doesn't ring true for you, then you want to modify it in such a way as to say something like, I am working toward financial freedom and retiring early. So if you're even watching this video, then that must be true for you. You are on some level working toward financial freedom and working toward retiring early. So I want to talk about what I think of when I say financial freedom, because I think that there can be a lot of different ways that people define that, and some of them I would even call misconceptions. So I want to be very clear about what I mean when I say financial freedom. What I mean by that is that you have a sense of freedom in your life. You have a sense of choice about anything related to finances, whether that means the way you earn your living or make your living, because sometimes, like, you might already actually be retired, but maybe you still haven't achieved all the goals that you wanted to achieve. So it can relate to any sources of income that you have, whether those are independent, meaning you don't have to work for them, they just show up, like Social Security is an independent source of income. Any kind of retirement income or investments, any kind of passive residual income, that's what I would call an independent source of income, because you don't have to actually work for it. Then you might have other sources of income that you do actually work for. And those can be working for other people as an employee, or it can be working for yourself. And you can have a whole bevy of different multiple streams of income. Okay, it doesn't have to just be one kind of stream of income. So anything related to your income and the way that you bring that into your life, and also the way that you spend, save, and invest your income. So for example, let's say you want a new home, or let's say you want a new car, or something of that sort. Again, that's related to finances. So freedom means that you have choice. So if you don't like your work, you have the choice not to do it. If you don't feel you have that choice, then you're not free. Okay. If you say to yourself, if one of your, what these are called negative affirmations is, I have to do this, then you're not free. Okay. So that's the whole point. That's how I'm defining it. I say many, many times in my videos, you do not have to be a millionaire to be financially free. Okay. You don't even have to be retired to be financially free. If you're doing work that you love, whether you're working for someone else or you are self-employed, if you are doing what you love and you have choice because it's what you want to do, or if you decide you don't like the work that you're doing, you have the choice to do something different, you have freedom. You don't need to be a millionaire to have freedom, to be financially free, okay? You don't even need to be retired to be financially free. You just need to feel free and have choice. That's what matters. So that's the goal that I am aiming for in these videos, to help you achieve financial freedom, to help you feel that you have more freedom and choice in your life, to do what you want to do, to work for yourself if you want to work for yourself, or retire if you want to retire, but to always be working toward that goal. Okay, so that's what this affirmation is for. So you can either say, I can achieve financial freedom and retire early. Or if for some reason you're having a hard time with that, you can say, I am working toward financial freedom and retiring early. And even if you struggle with that, find something, some way to modify it until you reach that point you say, okay, yeah, I think this rings true for me. So you may even have to like modify it to say, I am working toward changing my belief system so that I can achieve financial freedom and retire early. So see how I'm slightly modifying the affirmation just until it like locks into place and you say, okay, that feels true for me. And then that's the affirmation that you repeat over and over and over again, okay? So the first thing I want to say about this particular affirmation, and I'm going to be relying a lot on my own experiences because I did achieve financial freedom. And I will say that, this was a pretty much a lifelong goal from the time I became an adult, because I saw the way that all the adults were out there, and they looked pretty unhappy to me in terms of like, they looked like they were enslaved or imprisoned. They didn't look to me like they were happy. They didn't look to me like they were free or having choice. And in fact, I often heard the phrase rat race. And that's what it looked like to me, a rat race. And so from a very young age, I wanted to be financially free. And then, I went to college, I got my degree, and I got a paralegal certificate and worked in law as a patent paralegal. And so I was doing well. I was successful in the way that many people think of being successful in the middle class, but I wasn't happy. And so I really had to, for my own mental and emotional health, I had to find a better way. And so I left that position, and over time, that was in May of 2002. So that was about 18 years ago. And I got on this journey toward financial freedom and finally did achieve that goal. So my last full-time permanent job, I left in early February 2009. So for the past decade, over a decade, I've been self-employed and have reached the point where I have enough passive residual income to cover my monthly expenses. So in that sense, I could say I'm retired, but I still have goals that I want to achieve. I love the work that I do, so I have freedom where that's concerned. That was a goal that I chose and I achieved. And I also have other financial goals that I want to achieve, but I have the freedom, to make those choices. So I consider myself financially free. I feel free. I enjoy my life. I enjoy my work. So that's the point that I want to help you get to. So if you would like, I would love to hear your comments below in terms of, where you are now, where you hope to go. Do you consider yourself financially free or not? And are you retired or not? Do you want to retire? Do you want to be self-employed? Are there other financial goals that you have that you want to achieve? That way I can see where you're at as a viewer and a subscriber, and I hope you will subscribe if you haven't yet done that, and ring the bell for notifications. And that way I can direct these affirmations to help those of you who are viewing and subscribing to this channel. All right, so I'm going to leave it there for today. And I will state that affirmation one more time. And again, I will look forward to your comments. So the affirmation is, I can achieve financial freedom and retire early. And so I wish you the best, and I look forward to reading your comments, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.